Yeah, but I have a but behind it. I haven't finished that. I say, if you are doing boon support, then you have to bring perfect boons, like not perfect, like, but you have to bring boons that supports the group. So if you play any class you want and you can still provide that kind of boons, sure, go ahead. But if your class limit is class limitation, then don't do that. Then don't do that class. You have to find the right class or adjust your build.
To be fair to Poka, he's not a quickness main.
Yeah,
This was my first time.
Yeah, no. The thing is that
I'm alright with that.
I would say just have that mentality so we can improve as a group. I am not accusing people of like, hey, it's your first time, you're expected to do perfectly. But I think if we bring that kind of mentality in, the DPS wants to do their best DPS, the boon support wants to do their role correctly, then I think we will be clearing our runs much faster, and then we will improve as a group. And that's I hope like with this group of people being really good players that we can go towards that instead of a lot of other groups where you just see that mentality does not exist in trying to be good, essentially. And I don't know why, if we are a group of 10 good players, why we don't want to achieve be even better at the game, and or just be contented with clearing rates. Essentially, like we can break all the records.
We're not clearing raids though. That's the problem. Like it's a wing 1 to 7 group, and we're not clearing.
Agree.
So we're not doing our job.
Exactly. So like imagine our goal is to clear 1 to 7 in 3 hours. It's entirely possible.
Well,
but what do we have to do? We have to do everything correctly.
I think we could have got it we could have probably got it more this week because we have a lot of technical issues. As well with me having weird internet issues.
No, we just need to stop with the stupid excuses. No more with delays and internet. That's bullshit. No, we are struggling from almost 6 months from when we got hit hard, and we tried to switch people. That's the problem. So we need to step up if we want to achieve something, or just fool around and bet on ourselves. Yeah, we did one boss more. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's try something else. No, that's enough. Or at least everyone here had the same mentality a couple of weeks back, that we are not doing better job at all. We need to just stop and focus, or fix the problems. One is the positioning. That's, I think, from the beginning of this static positioning. We are not positioning. 2 is play the fucking role, and not saying the boon, the role of the mechanics. If you see that someone fails, go help, not just greed. This is not a contest, because we are always having that problem. No one cares because someone is struggling to do the mechanics for 10 people. That's bullshit. And number 3, it's probably boons and DPS. Once we fix all that shit, then we can go high in DPS and aiming whatever speedruns. But we are not there. We are not even clearing normal wings that you should end in 2 hours. So let's not fool ourselves anymore.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you say. But I hope, like, I am with you. I have this mentality as well. Like, sure, we can be mean morale, but what is this group? Like, I enjoy playing with good players who also care about what they are doing. So there's just too many groups in SG that they are just there for the casual. Here we want to be happy, but we also want to be like, let's clear this in 3 hours, right? And then let's prove that we are really good group.
I mean, we can strip 1 hour and focus in 2 as normal people, and focus to clear more and more. And when we are comfortable, we can add another 30 minutes or 1 hour to add more kills into the pool, and maybe we can do that 3 hours ideal stuff that we are struggling to, but we are not
So-
even clear normal wings. So
One thing is that I don't know, like this is for Lin, right? You are switching people around, and people are maybe playing roles that they are new to each week and things like that. I mean, wouldn't it be might be better for people to be like grow into their role a bit longer if they want to be like boon support? Sure, then you make sure that you're bringing builds that is suitable for each wing, and you every time we enter a wing we don't have downtime, so minimize class changes and things like that be inside a single wing. Once we finish one wing, then yes, you can quickly go switch your stuff. All these things is multiple things that we have to fix.
Wing per com is what you're trying.
I mean, wing for com, and also maybe
Oh, dude, that would be so hard.
stop switching people around every 2 weeks. Because no, I don't know. Maybe you guys are better player than me. I'm not going to be able to learn a role in 2 weeks and then move back to DPS, and then after 4 weeks move back to boon support. I'll never become a good boon support that way. And good boon supports has to be thinking about more things than just what a DPS player is thinking about. They have to sacrifice their DPS to be like, the top priority is my boon uptime correctly up on the entire group. I have to look at my positioning on the group itself, and then also boon support are expected to do most of the mechanics like MO. I expect boons DPS people to be taking the claim and the dispel. I don't expect DPS players to be taking those 2 items. And perhaps one other person takes protect. Like, we want to maximize our DPS here on these things. And then we have people not familiar with claim. Like, it takes experience at taking some of these roles and switching the people around every couple of weeks. I'm not going to be able to learn in 2 weeks. Maybe if I stick around for 2 months in the same role, yeah, I will be like, okay, I can claim. Like people who do druid support. Druid is actually a very complex role, right? Like, if look at, okay, I'm going to call out Mondi for example, right? This is nothing against you, but I hope you can accept what I am saying as an example. Moody knows how to play druid, right? But even when he goes on druid in the runs I run with, I can see he struggle because he's trying to play the druid role that he knows, and he's trying to also say, oh, I have to now deal with this wing which I have never thought about. So even though he knows what are the skills, doesn't mean that he can execute them, because you need to have the muscle memory, etc. So this kind of things, I just think that you maybe have some more consistency, and then if really people get really bored, then yeah, switch them around. But having people learn the role better and be better at it before we start switching people around too much, then it will also help with the downtime. People know every week coming in what they are doing, instead of like, oh, I'm changing role every 2 weeks. Thank you for attending.
No,
Welcome
I
to my
agree,
tech
I
talk.
agree with having set roles.
All right. So, if we do this, that means Poka will definitely be a lock to a Lactio.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But
for
I
a
don't
while, I mean,
complain.
yeah.
I played that years. In years.
All right. So how about this? We lock 2 roles, 2 support roles. Poka is one of them. Who wants to be the other one that gets locked into support Geo?
You don't have to be locked forever. Like, you do it well, and you'll be like, I figure a lot of things I have,
I am
and then,
very good at elect DPS.
Mel go Now it's voluntary.
But I'm also very good at other things. Like I'm very flexible.
Hmm.
But I like playing a lot. Let's just say I like mech.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
hmm.
ask people for their preference, right? You don't have to dictate
Mirage.
like who's playing what. If you prefer to play that, then go ahead. But make sure you learn your role well. If you are bringing DPS and boons, then you need to make sure your DPS is very good as well as giving very good boons.
All right. I'm gonna talk to Tar. Tar is a greedy person, so it's gonna be very hard to get him off of DPS.
I
But
mean,
he's top as well, so why do you even bother him? Let him
Yeah,
play.
that's fine.
yeah. If he
Alright.
hates it, then don't force him. Like
Alright.
I think
And
that
not
would be
force
very-
him, but if it's top DPS, you shouldn't change him. The only thing that you need to change is his greediness in case of an emergency, let's say, or whatever, instead of staying to die or like the green on the ice boss, right? If he doesn't take that and then everyone takes damage or wipes us, yes, that's a greedy, stupid thing. But
Poka, can you move your mouth slightly further from the mic? Oh god, you're muffling me.
No.
But I like this group. I feel like Polka speaking up, Mel is also always like during the run also make comments about, hey, things that we care about. I think this group is really good. Like people have the right mentality and that's great. So I'm very hopeful that, we just need to make a few changes and we'll be fine.
Okay, so I guess probably the only two personnels that I know probably can rotate into support jails would be Warrior and Silo. Warrior, you still here?
Yeah, did you know that if you use all 3 charges, you can have 100% uptime quickness? I just asked for that about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, rip. So yeah, what do you want to do? Do you want to go Hillbrand jail or you want to go a Lakmec jail?
Oh, I don't give a fuck, man. You can place me wherever you need me.
You know what? I'm gonna put you in Well, I'll talk to Silo first and we'll find out where we goes to right now. Because
I
I
can
want
do,
to because even though I don't want to lock myself into jail, I want to rotate in and out of tanking duty. So me, Blue, Aura, and Mel will rotate between.
Okay.
Maybe
I mean,
not Mel.
that's fair enough. I think we
Yeah,
can.
I'm fine doing whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It's just me, Blue, and Aura. I'll probably take the rotating of main tank because we can do it. Harvey right now is gonna want to be Druid jail for a while because he wants to grind out ally on his alt account. So that role is pretty much locked already. So it's just the question about who's our quick DPS and who's our main tank. So it's either you or Silo Warrior then. I have to talk to Silo about that. So we'll settle that for now. We will finish up this week of rotation because this is trial week and then next week is redemption week. So hopefully we redeem ourselves next week with this comp.
I will definitely not die as much. By the way, funny fact: we knocked 15 seconds off our SH, even though I died.
That
So it's your fault then. Okay.
Yeah, us being badass at SH is completely my fault. Obviously.
So alright, that's what we're going forward. After next week's redemption week, we're gonna lock Poka back to a Lack jail. Blue, you take off first tanking duty, followed by me, then followed by Aura for main
Okay.
tank duty for Hillbrand. So that's
Okay.
fair.
That's good. I'm fine with that.
So next week is the same?
Next week will be redemption week. That's all. And then after that, we'll go lock.
Can I say one last
I
thing?
would suggest
What?
do a spreadsheet and put in everyone what you're supposed to do. So even assigning sloth who's 1, 2, 3, fix that. And people going each
God.
week and we don't have to like who's doing what. So like
I
right
already
now,
put a com sheet.
oh yeah. Do you have
The
a
comp sheet's fine.
comp sheet? Do you have one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
every
it's
single
in
night I pasted
ostentation.
it.
It's silly
In
So
ostentation.
that's
No,
why I
I
was a little
mean,
confused.
No,
Go ahead.
I mean a spreadsheet where
Yes.
yes,
No,
a
she's
spreadsheet for-
hey, she's saying a spreadsheet for the roles, exactly like
exactly
every
yes.
day the table it's presented who's doing what in each week. That's what she's saying, not the ones that we have, the roles that we can play and bullshit like that. No,
Yeah,
everyone
I'm not-
knows what they're playing is the
Yes.
roles. Every week you do this and that. Your mushroom one your entire life until the spreadsheet is changing.
Oh, you want
That's
even
it.
that? You want to go further
Yes.
than? Oh,
You
okay.
want wing 1 to 7 rows of fix who's doing
I
slot
gotta go.
room
Sorry.
1. Okay.
All right.
Cheers.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to set all of that.
all right,
Yeah,
just
you
give
want to
me-
fix all of that.
Give me all of that to set that up then. Oh god, that's gonna
Okay.
be a lot of work.
Then you need everyone to fill in like, okay, fix that. And we can change that eventually, but if our goal is to just get everyone doing well and knowing exactly, there's just no point changing right now. Just fix that row 1 to 4 rooms, who is doing what, cannons, who is always doing the same cannons. I don't believe this group are people who are like, hey, I have never done this role before. I want to learn. Sure, if you want to learn, you get locked into that role and you get good at that role. And you can be doing the same exact thing for 2 months or something until you get really good at it. But yeah, all the things, who's doing shields, who's doing swords, anything, who's doing claim, who's doing dispel, who's doing protect, all these things. Who's going green, blue, BG, who's going red. All these shouldn't be decided during our runs. They should be everyone going, you know exactly what you're doing. And know and minimize any downtime in switching classes, etc. That should be the
reason why we had to do a lot of imprompt because we had both Silo and Silo was not going to be here, and then we had Harvey wasn't going to be around, and then we had Tar that we came back this week, and there was a lot of confusion there. There's a lot of impromptu.
It's okay.
Remake.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not
Then
saying that.
Let them
start
be DPSers or non-important roles, because those non-important roles you can always bug or request someone like
Exactly, just let them be DPS and DPS with even
or
a
even
DPS.
Alec, because it's just an Alec, something easy that you can always borrow from other groups like Dakota or Pazu. Today he did quickness, so but don't give them roles. So you all from 10 people in that spreadsheet, 8 should be locked, 2 will be jokers because you don't know if who's joining, who's not, problems, internet, stuff like that. So those should be always the wild card.
Because I think like even I think it would be great if we make the change. Like I believe for example, like those people, everyone doing DPS on MO can get even higher DPS than today. If we had our claim, being more familiar with waiting for claim before dropping it, having the protect, knowing where to stand, having our quickness uptime actually decent, we will be all clearing MO as a golem way faster than what we did today. Even though we are already clearing golem faster than a lot of average groups, but we are not clearing MO
consistently and efficiently is what you're saying.
I think we can kill
compared to
MO
other-
on his spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright,
Like
I
that's
gotta go.
that we can actually do that.